When was the last time that you've genuinely surprised yourself by passing some sort of mental limit, mental block, whether it was mental or whether it was physical, that you would have never imagined you would be able to break? For me, a few days ago, I got a text from my friend and my heart immediately sank. It was beating more than normal and I was getting a little bit anxious. And I'm not an anxious person. I'm on self-improvement for a while now, and I meditate. I'm very stoic. I'm very in the moment, very present. But this time was different. My hands started to get a little bit more sweaty than normal. And I took a deep breath. I saw a text from my friend, and before I did anything, took a deep breath and I pressed on send. And the second I pressed on send, I knew there was no going back. There was no going back. I've already made the decision. This is it. The decision I've made is I am going to push myself to physical limits that I've never imagined was possible. I'm going to run 10 miles just without training. So usually I run 3 to 4 miles max. Once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. Now it's summer, so I run often. But that is the most I usually run. Maybe once in my life I've ran 6 miles, but that was tough. But I'm in nowhere near shape to be able to run 10 miles, just like that. But my friend is training for a marathon, and he texts me and he tells me, "Brother, I'm going for a run. Do you want to join me?" I'm actually running 10 miles. And the reason I was, my heart was beating and I was a little bit more anxious was because I knew there's no pussing out. My friend, I'm a competitive person. My friend's doing this thing. I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. I'm not going to pussy out. Yeah, it's a lot, but I want to challenge myself. What can I do? This is the time to shine. This is the time to see what I'm capable of, right? Maybe I'm not going to push myself to just randomly do 10 miles. This is a great opportunity. And yes, the reason why I was so nervous was because the second I saw the text, I knew I am doing it. It's not like a no, it's not a maybe. It's a fuck yes. And thoughts were coming in my brain like, how am I going to do this? This is going to be tough. My legs are going to hurt. How am I going to do 10 miles? That's around 16 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken. How am I going to do that just like that with no training whatsoever, just straight up? Fuck yeah, let's do it, bro. My friend comes in. I'm waiting for him outside. We do a little bit of warm up and we start running. Mile 1 to 3 was okay. We removed the headphones. It's just us, our thoughts. And yeah, I love removing the headphones sometimes because you can hear your own bitch voice telling yourself, let's quit, let's stop, let's start walking, this is too tough, you don't do this often, you're gonna get injured, this is gonna be tough, blah blah blah, bullshit. I took those headphones off for the majority of the run actually, and it was just us. And on mile 4 things really start to take a turn. We were actually running a hill. So it was flat this whole time, and now mile 4, we're running a hill. We're sprinting that hill. I start feeling my quads this time, and I'm sprinting, and all I could think about, all my brain, my bitch voice is thinking is more, this hill is tough. You need to quit. You need to stop. I know I sound like David Goggins, but seriously, this is what went through my mind. I need to quit. I need to stop. You need to take a break. Maybe drink some water. Do this. Fuck you, bitch voice. Like, I don't care. I'm doing this. The mission is to run 10 miles. I'm not walking yet. Like, we just got started. So we passed that hill. I was feeling a little bit tough. My friend is a lot in better shape than me. So, he's training for a marathon. So mile 6, now we're at mile 6, and all I wanted to do was blast headphones, blast music, and start escaping this world of pain, right? All you feel is your legs. All you think about is comfort. All you think about is a nice warm bed. That's all I thought about, warm shower. And I started to think thoughts like, how can I actually finish this 10 miles? There's no way you can do this. But then I stopped myself. I stopped those negative thoughts and I told myself, you know what, brother, I'm signing up for this. I signed up for this. We're going to complete the 10 miles. You can do this, right? You have to catch yourself sometimes, especially in moments of physical pain, mental pain even. You have to catch those negative thoughts and tell yourself the opposite. So this is live, me telling you how I practice what I preach. I was in the middle of a fucking run, almost six miles now, telling myself, no, you can do this. You can fucking do this. I even like talked out loud sometimes. It's a little bit weird. I was like, let's go, let's fucking go. I got this. It was tough. I was almost out of breath. And we got 4 more miles, brother. 4 more miles. The last 4 were very, very tough. When I tell you tough, I really mean it. And I don't know, maybe you're a runner, so maybe for you it's easy. But when you're not trained for this kind of stuff, every single second, I asked my friend, like, what are we on the distance? Tell me. What are we on time? Are we close yet? Are we there yet? Every few seconds, I tell him, every minute or so. At mile 7, I would say, I went through a phase where it was very blissful. Actually, mile 7 to 9, it was very blissful. I almost got so used to the pain, so used to the chatter, to the mental agony that it almost felt like nothing. And that is where, I can't explain it, but I pushed even further. I was almost numb to the pain. I was very numb to the pain. At 9 miles, we're almost done. I'm sweating. I have pain all over. My body's aching. My glutes for some reason are aching. My hamstrings, my quads, my calves, every single muscle is begging for comfort, is begging for just easiness. Why did you sign up for this more? How? Why are we doing this? I need comfort. But then again, I went David Goggins style and I told myself, 1 more mile. This is easy. You fucking got this. And this 1 mile particularly was another hill. So my friend was like, start using your arms. Like, you need to use your arms, especially when you're going through a hill. I was like going like this. I looked fucking stupid. All I could think about is we're almost there. 1 more mile. I gotta push. It's 10 miles. I stop. I start walking and I contemplate this whole thing that I've just done. And you know how they say it's either the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. It's either the physical pain, right? The pain of hard work or the pain of regret. And here I felt it, especially now. I understood this quote, right? It's very cliche. People tell you this. But when I saw that text, I had an option. Do I say just no or do I say yes? And saying no would put me in this pain of regret. But saying yes, just like I felt now, was a pain of discipline, right? A pain of hard work. And I saw this somewhere the other day, and no one, think about this with me, no one has ever said that they regret discipline. They regret doing the hard work. They regret pushing themselves physically, mentally. No one has ever regretted that. But everyone has regretted not taking that action, not doing the hard work. But no one has ever regretted doing it. And I felt I was on the side of doing it and doing it to a crazy level. And I really felt this quote this time. The pain physically all over of discipline, of doing the hard work, of challenging myself to do something that I didn't need to do. I could have just said, you know what? I'm not ready for 10 miles. Let's just do 3. Or you know what? I'm busy today. He would have said, okay. But instead, I saw an opportunity. I saw this option, this window opportunity to push myself physically more than ever. And you can also do this mentally, but for me, it was physically. And I do not regret this. Actually, this led me to sign up for a 10K soon. So I'm signing up for a 10K, which I've never done before, which is not hard at this point. 10K is 6 miles, like 6.2. It's not hard at this point. But I've been getting into the groove of running. I've been running more, and it really inspired me. It inspired me for a few reasons. It inspired me because it showed myself what is possible. And I know, again, this sounds cliche, but I started this video telling you that I want each and every one of you to be surprised of how you push yourself, how you push yourself past limits that you had and set for yourself. And really, all I could think about after that quote, after that run, is you can do so much more than you think. You can genuinely push yourself so much more past a physical or mental limit that you thought was possible. So for me, my physical, mental boundary before this was, I'd say 5-6 miles, 6 max, but let's put it at 5. Just 5 miles, that's the max I could do. I double that. And that is the lesson I want to give you here. You can do a lot more than you think you can. You have right now, and this is not only physically, but you have right now a block in your head. I can only do this amount of work, this many hours. I can only train for this many reps. I can't do that. I can only eat this kind of food. I can only do that. So many limits, so many hardwired limits in your brain that you need to break. You need to tell yourself, and this needs to be a process that is conscious, right? I was conscious about this. I was like, yeah, 10 miles is fucking tough. My limit is 5 in my brain, but let's fucking do it. Let's do it. And this is exactly what I want you to learn from here. It's not just, oh, you need to run 12 miles. It's not the point of the story. The point of the story is you right now have something that you set a cap on, right? You set this cap that, oh, I can only do this amount of whatever work in my business. I can only do this work. I can only do that. There's no way I can start a YouTube channel. There's no way. All this bullshit. You need to be conscious and tell yourself, no, I'm going to break that. This is the time to break it. If not me, then who else? What, your friend is going to do it for you? My friend in this scenario wouldn't break it for me. I am the decision maker. I could have told him, no, I'm not doing it. It's all up to you. It's all up to you to break that cap, to surprise yourself. Because genuinely, I want each and every one of you to feel this feeling of, damn, like, I really surprised myself. I did so much more than I could ever have imagined. And this is what makes you go to sleep at night feeling really good about yourself. This is what most of us lack. Most of us go to sleep at night feeling shit. You as a man are meant to compete. You're meant to push your boundaries. You're meant to push yourself to the limits. Don't let society and other people tell you, oh, it's okay, just a little bit. 10 miles is too much. Don't do it. 10 miles, you're going to get injured. So many people listening to this video have already thought, bro, but 10 miles, I'm going to get injured. What if I do more? What if I do, I need to do 7 to not get injured. It's a lot. Bro, shut up. One thing, this is not about the miles, but I can hear your voice. You have so many negative thoughts right now about yourself, about not being able to break these limits I'm telling you. And I'm here to tell you, brother, you can do a lot more than you think. Don't let society and people tell you your limits, right? I would never have imagined that I could run that much. But honestly, like, my family, for example, even told me that day, no, that's a lot. You shouldn't run that much. You shouldn't do it. But I did it anyway. Listen to yourself. Listen to your gut. Push your limits, brother. And I urge you to do this because, as I said, I want each and every one of you to go to bed, go to rest at night, feeling surprised that, damn, I beat this PR. Whether it was a physical PR, a mental PR, I surprised myself today. So I urge you to surprise yourself today or tomorrow. If it's late tonight, then think of one thing. If you take one actionable step, how can you surprise yourself? It could literally be, I'm going to beat this PR. I do 100 pounds at the gym, bench press, and I was thinking of doing 105 tomorrow to progressive overload. But fuck it, I'm going to do 120. Let's see what I'm capable of. Let's go David Goggins style and see what I'm capable of, right? That is what I'm talking about. Don't do what's easy. It's easy, obviously, to, progressive overload and do a little bit more. Brother, really push yourself, push your limits, and go to sleep feeling that you surprise yourself every single day. And I'm telling you, this is what it feels to be a man. This is this is what I want each and every one of you to feel. You do this so many times. You do this every single day, and you'll be light years ahead of competition. Brother, most people are so in their comfort bubble, comfort zone. They don't think of these things. They don't think of ways to elevate, to get better, to push themselves past limits, physical, mental boundaries. They don't think about that. You have this competitive edge, and it's time to take action, right? Don't just listen to this video and be like, I'm hyped. Write down, literally take a note, like a piece of paper, and write down right now, what can you push yourself? You said you're going to work. You said you're going to work on your business. What are you doing? You said you're going to work out. But are you working out? Are you meditating? Are you going to push yourself? Maybe meditate 40 minutes today. Does that feel uncomfortable? Maybe that feels really uncomfortable, right? That I just said meditate 40 minutes. What if I said meditate for an hour? That feels really uncomfortable, right? What if you take action on that? What if you actually do that? You know that would benefit you, right? It's not like I told you to do something absurd. You know that would benefit you. What if you do that? But you have to decide, and I can't decide for you. So it's time to take action, brother. I'll see you next time. I hope this story helped you. I'm going to run another 10.5 miles tomorrow. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow I'm going to do it. So fuck it, bro. Going to push myself. You know what? Now that I'm with you, I'm going to even try to beat that. So I'm going to run even more than that. Now that we're doing this together, fuck 10 miles. We're going to do 11 or even 12. And I'll check back in with you, boys. I hope this video helped you. I hope you can push yourself. I literally just pushed myself live. I was not thinking of doing 11 or 12 miles. But now I put it on camera. Can't be a fucking pussy. So I got to do it. So, brother, I hope this helped you. I'll see you next time. Peace.